wasn't planning on making a video about update 1.1, not for a few more weeks at least, until I saw this video pop up in my sub box from Coffee Stain Studios. So here it is. This is everything we need in Satisfactory 1.1, and if I miss anything, please do comment it down below. I would love to see what you guys would like in Satisfactory Update 1.1. Starting off with something that is confirmed to be coming into Update 1.1 itself, and that is straight pipes. What is a straight pipe? Well, essentially, do you know that really cool feature that allows you to curve your conveyor belts around at 90-degree angles with zero effort required? Well, it's essentially that, but for pipes. As you can see, we've already got a bunch of different settings for pipes, but unfortunately, we can't make them straight. Even if you try as hard as you can, it doesn't work. However, one thing that you can do though is connect an extra pipe support in there, and then hook it up like so. It does take a little bit of extra work, and obviously, you do run the risk of potentially not making it straight. Sometimes it's nice and obvious to see, like so, but other times it's less obvious, which makes building pipes rather frustrating. Luckily, we no longer have to worry about this though, because on Update 1.1, they are adding that straight pipe feature just like the conveyor belt, which is awesome. So eventually, you'll be able to zone your pipes with ease, just like so. Moving on, we have a vertical nudge. In Satisfactory right now, we can nudge blueprints to your left, to the right, towards you, and away from you. However, this is all on the exact same horizontal level, and you cannot change it vertically. So one thing I would love them to add in Update 1.1 is a vertical nudge, where again, you can still nudge left, right, towards and away from you, but you can also nudge it up and down. For this example, it might not be that important, but there will be cases whenever you play Satisfactory where you wish you could do vertical nudging. It will be such a game changer, and fingers crossed one day, they do add it, because I would love to see that. However, I'm not quite done talking about nudging just yet, because something else I'd love them to add in Update 1.1 is extra horizontal nudging. What do I mean by this? Well, here's a quick example. Let's say I want these two foundations to line up with these two foundations right here for my road. If I try and bring it back a little bit, oh, nudge exceeds max distance. That's what I don't like. You can barely nudge it, one foundation to the right or to the left, and of course again towards you and away from you. So one thing I would love them to add in Update 1.1 is for them to increase the nudge distance, so that things like this won't have to be a concern, because at the minute they are a concern and it's rather annoying. But there's one exception. For whatever reason, it's with the blueprint designers. You seem to be able to nudge this thing quite a far distance. It's still going. There you go. I mean, that is huge in comparison to everything else. I don't know why you can nudge the blueprint designer so far compared to everything else, but I wish you could do this with other blueprints as well. When you combine this with vertical nudging, it will make building and creativity so much easier, since you can just do things that otherwise you wouldn't be able to. Something else that I would love to see in Update 1.1 is Mark III pipes. As of the minute, we've got Mark 1 that can handle 300 liquid or gas per minute, and we've got a Mark 2 pipe that can handle 600 liquid or gas per minute. But when it comes to the later stages of the game, and you need a lot of water for certain projects, there are moments where I really wish there were Mark III pipes. Is this ever gonna happen? I'm gonna be honest and say probably not. But if I was able to choose anything to be in Update 1.1, Mark III pipes would definitely be on that list. So that's the reason why I'm mentioning them in today's video. You guys think that they're ever gonna add Mark III pipes? Let me know in the comments, because I've got my doubts, but I would absolutely love to see this thing in the game. Just very quickly, if you enjoy videos like this and you want more guides, tips and tricks, then feel free to subscribe if you wish. You don't have to, but it's a good way to support the channel. You'll also get notified whenever I drop one of these videos. Thank you for all the continued support on the channel, but without further ado, let's get straight back into the video. Something I would love to see in Update 1.1 is curved walls and curved foundations. For this example, I've hopped over to Planet Coaster to properly describe what I mean by this. For this example, let's consider one of these blue squares one foundation in Satisfactory. And let's say this wall right here is looking a bit bland, and of course we can imagine that this is a Satisfactory wall. What I could then do here instead is, rather than just copy and pasting this wall out like so, there you go, done, because of course in Satisfactory we've only got straight walls, that's all I can really do. I can try and add in some huge curves, but you can't really do too much else. Whereas in this game, what I would love in Satisfactory 1.1 is adding in curved pieces like this, where you could really break up the wall here a little bit. And I am still fairly new to this game, so don't expect me to build like something fantastic here. But let's just say you do add something in like this. Suddenly, you've now got quite an interesting shape going on. And I haven't really built anything extraordinary, I've just added a slight curve. But this in itself can completely change this wall forever. So eventually, when you combine these straight walls that you get here with these curved little towers that you have up there, suddenly it looks pretty good. And let's take again this unfinished wall that I'm currently working on. If it wasn't for this spire, we'd have a straight wall connecting to a straight wall, which looks a bit dead. However, this curvature really does break things up a little bit, which is remarkable. Curved walls need to be in Satisfactory 1.1. It's incredible, and I absolutely love them in Planet Coaster and other similar games. Additionally, I would also love to see angled walls as well. But what do I mean by this? Well, let me quickly demonstrate. As of right now, if I was to place down a wall here, I could do so there, and... oh, no, I can't seem to place it down there. This is exactly what I mean. I wish there was a way that I could somehow place a wall down here. There are certain methods that you can use if you so wish, such as going down to architecture, selecting your low barriers or your road barriers, whatever option best suits you, and trying to place this somewhere along the edge. Then selecting your wall, bringing it down here like so, zooming it to where you want it to be, and there you go. Before you know it, you've now got an angled wall. Fantastic! Except it's not straight, it technically doesn't actually line up, which is kind of annoying, and it also doesn't really properly snap, which again is relatively annoying. Lastly, something that Satisfactory has to return in Update 1.1 is clippable objects. Here's a quick example. If I want to try and place a modern railing inside of this barrier thing, I cannot. But if I move it one to the left or to the right, suddenly I can. But before Update 1.0, you could do this. You could have a barrier inside of here. But now you can no longer do that, and it's one of the most frustrating things in the whole of Update 1.0, and I don't know why they got rid of it. I literally cannot think of a reason. But this really does add decoration into the game, like it makes things look nicer. And again, you can technically do something like this, for example, and then you could try and hide this as best as you can, maybe adding in a concrete pillar or something. But regardless, it is still quite annoying. I don't want to add a massive concrete pillar here. I want this to line up like what it was able to do before. But unfortunately, again, they did remove this, and I would absolutely love to see this return in Update 1.1, since there's no reason not to, right? So those are my top 7 things I would add into the new Satisfactory update, but if you could add anything into Update 1.1, what would it be? Either way, thank you very much for watching. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to drop a like. I have made many videos just like this that you might find interesting if you want to find the best recipes in Satisfactory 1.0. Before we go, a massive shout out to the Knights of the Realm channel members. We have Asuna Yuki, Variance, Natormal, Yamikel Burns, Chaos Rising, Scotland Hattie, and Mau Mau. If you decide to become a Knight of the Realm for just £2.99 a month, you get access to channel-only emotes, unique badges, and also shoutouts in videos. Memberships are the best way to support my channel, but you don't have to become a member. Even just by watching today's video, you are supporting the channel massively. Here's a couple more videos I've made that you might be interested in. Thank you so much for watching today's video. Have an amazing rest of your day, and remember, Godspeed.